Good evening all, welcome back to A Place in Space. It is the 5th week in the month, so we've got a slightly weirder selection of books for you today. And it's also Wednesday. As always, after every single bank holiday, our suppliers roll back their delivery time frame by 1 day. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything, it's all going online tonight. Kicking off, we got Aquaman, the 80th anniversary 100-page one-shot special. It's been a while since DC have given us these. Obviously, we've now had the Joker, Catwoman and Robin, etc. Aquaman's turn, 6 stories within, different plethora of talent, all short story one-shots. I love these, they're so accessible. So if you're dipping in and out of DC's product right now, you couldn't even find a more perfect starting point than that. That's great. Now then, do you remember this time last month we waffled on to you about Avengers 47 being rather special? Well, she's here, front and centre. First, Red Winter She-Hulk has come, and now she is throwing her weight all over the place and dominating, really. It's a little bit of a colour splash for you there, but rest assured, she's making waves known. Let's go over to the first flip book we've had from DC for a while. This is the Batman Superman Annual. And there also, so if you fancy yourself a double dosing of Mr. Brian Hitch doing Stang, perfect. Now then, Miss Mariko. This is Demon Days Cursed Web. I was about to say crushed, it's not, it's cursed. Alright, that is the Yoon cover. There's a few others we've had this week, but they've actually largely sold out on pre-order. Another reason this week is a little bit smaller than normal is we've sold out of so much stuff, like terrifying amount of boxes already have sold on pre-order this week. If you're finding yourself missing books, just get in touch after the video and we'll sort you out of a subscription or a pre-order, because we've not experienced a week of sellouts quite like this for some time. Red Sonja #1 is also coming to you from Mirka Andolfo. An unexpected smash hit this week. We actually don't have too much of this left. I think it's fair to say this is probably Dynamite's biggest hit in quite some time. But not unfair to the rest of them. They've had a few recently. They've had big step up in the talent, big step up in the books. It's been cool. Mirka Andolfo again. I know I sound like a broken parrot record here, but we've got Sweet Paprika #1 second print reprinted, because that sold out like crazy. Just in time, cunningly enough, for #2. Alright. Now, there are 4 Transformer titles out this week in total. The only one I'm going to pause for in a second here is Shattered Glass. King Grimlock and the rest of them, they're already mid-storyline, so you probably already know about these. King Grimlock you can still catch up on if you weren't already on that, by the way. That's very recent. But Shattered Glass is brand new out from IDW this week. Leading us finally to this. Going back to that thing I said just a few minutes ago about pre-orders going balmy. We don't have too much of this left at all. This is the Batman Fear State Alpha. Okay? There will be a beta on Omega. I forget which one it's called now off the top of my head. But James Tynion is going to absolutely run rampant with this storyline before he finally departs on his dear and treasured Batman run. This looks gorgeous. Okay, very different artwork to Gwilym Marsh's regular Batman stuff right now. Almost more Phil Notary watercolour-esque. It's beautiful. But it's going to be rather critical if you're going to be following anything Bats related for the next 6 months minimum. Okay, so see if you can pick up a copy of that. That's the variant. We've got more on the way, hopefully tomorrow, because I dare say by the time we've finished filming this, those will have gone. Finally, a few quick covers of the week this week. We've got Stefan Sejic straying back into fray for Miss Mirka Andolfo Sweet Paprika. That's his #2 variant. I had to double check this one. This was Simone Bianchi on his Guy Giga. Pause that, have another look. It is Simone, it is Bianchi. It took me a while though, because the colour palette isn't quite what he normally does, but damn does it ever fit. This is still Steve McNiven, still pretending to be David Finch, but yes, it's still Steve. That's the second print of Moon Knight #1. I love it even more than I did the first time round. The little colour splash there of the violet lighting, that violent lighting, even not purple, violet, like that. But finally, we're going to go over to Mr. Mattina and all things blue. Spawn is out this week, and I don't know why, but that one's really tickled me. Just probably the Spawn cover I've adored most in a very long time. Really, really love Mattina's colour palette there. He can be a little bit murky on occasion, but that one, when you see it in the flesh, it cuts through crystal. Lovely. Alrighty, boys and girls, you'll see you in a roundabout week. Hopefully I'll have my voice back then. Kind of lost it on free comment today. Catch you in a bit.